Welcome to Get Ripped Collectibles.
All right, we're back. Yes. 2023, baby.
You love it.
College
Gotta love
football. Here we are. Mike. We are back. Season 3
That's right.
for Mike and Dave, right? Season 3. Lucky
trilogy.
3, baby. Lucky 3. So, man, I'm fired up. I am fired up and ready for another football season. Obviously, a little disappointing on the home front for Gator Dave, Miami Mike. Last year, not what we wanted. So we're gonna hold our head high and hope for the best this year. And just excited to be back with college football. What do you think, Mike?
I think that's fair to say. Absolutely. I can't wait. We've been waiting a while. Feels like forever. But we got, what is it? Today's Thursday. So first games are Tuesday. Or no, it's Saturday. We got 2 days.
Saturday. Yes, we have week 0 games on Saturday. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. Yep. So you want to kind of tell everybody what the game plan is today and what we're going to talk about and such?
Yep. So today in the preview show, we're going to be going over every team, every conference in the Power 5. We're going to give you our win-loss total on the year for each team. We're going to give you projections of how we see these conferences playing out. We're going to give you our Final Four playoff predictions. We're going to give you Heisman predictions. And then we may throw week 1 at you too. We'll see what happens.
We shall see. We shall see.
Because you got places to be and people to see. But we're going to kick it off with the SEC West here, Dave.
All right.
So
you want me to go? How you want it? Or you want to go there, Mike?
Yeah, no, break it down. Break down how you see
the
SEC West going.
Okay, so obviously everyone thinks every year is going to be an Alabama year, but I'm not thinking that way. So my thoughts on SEC West and the way I've got the breakdown is I think LSU is going to be for real. A lot of folks don't, but I do. I think they're going to the record's going to be 11-1, and they're going to finish number 1. I think Bama is going to be number 2 at 10-2.
Okay.
And then I've got the Rebels and the Razorbacks both at 8-4. Texas A&M at 7-5, Auburn at 7-5 at 6th, and then Mississippi State at 7 at 6-6. And I'll kind of give you some of my theories here. I think Bama's going to do okay, but my concern with Alabama is the quarterback situation. I think that's what the strong point is going to be for LSU. I think Jaden Daniels is going to be for real, and we might be talking about him later in the broadcast, but we'll see how that goes. Hell, we're not real sure who Bama's quarterback is going to be right now. So I think with that in mind, that's what brings them in at 10-2. The Ole Miss Rebels at 3, they've got a plethora of, I would say, decent QBs. They've got Dart. They got Spencer Sanders from OSU. They got Walker Howard from LSU. So they've got a nice quarterback room. I wish the Gators had as good a quarterback room as Alabama. As Ole Miss does. But I still think they're just not where Bama and the Tigers are. Arkansas, middle of the road. They got KJ Jefferson. He's a stud. I think they're going to be respectable this year and come in at 8-4. A lot of folks are big and high on Texas A&M. They got Connor Wegman as their sophomore quarterback coming in. But I just think that, I don't think they've got it. They lost a lot of those 5 stars that they recruited 2 years ago, and I'm just not believing in Jimbo and the Aggies. And then we got Auburn, who is rebuilding. Obviously, they brought in Peyton Thorne, senior transfer from Michigan State, which he's an okay quarterback. He's okay, but I don't think he's going to tear it up. I mean, they're looking at a new with Hugh Freeze, a new beginning, so to speak, and I just don't think they're going to come out of the blocks any better than 7-5. And then poor Mississippi State obviously lost the coach who passed away, and I think that's going to be tough on them. They've got a new the new coach coming in who was the coach in waiting before, but I just think they're gonna bring up the rear here. Will Rogers is a good quarterback, but I think it's gonna be a tough year for Mississippi State. So that's kind of how I see the SEC West, Mike. What about you?
We see it a lot of the ways in the same way. Honestly, I have LSU at the top also. I'm with you. I think Jaden Daniels is going to make a serious push for that Heisman Trophy that we'll be talking about a little bit later on. I think that defense is going to be ready to go. Brian Kelly, he had another great recruiting class, brought in some key transfers too. They're just going to reload. I think they're the real deal. Number 2, I have Texas A&M. I am drinking the Kool-Aid, Dave. You got Bobby Petrino back in D1 football, baby. Calling plays and riding scooters.
Yeah, we'll see, Jimbo.
I think, I mean, and off of that, I have Texas A&M beating Miami. Yeah, I went back and forth on it like 4 or 5 times, but I think it's going to be a really good game. I think we're going to compete. Ultimately, I had to go with my brain. But having said that, the big one I think that they're going to do is I think they're going to upset Alabama. They get Alabama at home this year. Jimbo has had success against Nick Saban before. These guys do not like each other, even though Jimbo's, a past assistant, and Nick Saban's record against assistants is ridiculous. I'm looking for Jimbo and the Aggies to kind of get it done at home and kind of sneak one. And that's where I go into this next one. I got Alabama at 3, and they're 10-2 because I have them losing to LSU and Texas A&M.
Gotcha.
So kind of a down year for. I mean, it's Alabama, so if you're not playing for the SEC championship, it's a problem. And right now, neither one of us have it, so we'll see. That'll be interesting. I got Ole Miss at 4. I got them at 8-4. I'm with you. I think the quarterback room is special. They got a lot of speed at running back also, and that defense is going to be good with that new DC. So I look for Ole Miss to do big things. I think that they're going to upset some people too. Arkansas, I got 6-6. I'm not really expecting a whole lot from them. KJ Jefferson, I think, is the only reason that they're going to sort of get bowl eligible. As long as he stays healthy, I think that they'll be able to do that. If he has injury issues, though, I don't know. Coach could be on the hot seat. Auburn, I got a 7-5. They'll be bowl eligible first year under Hugh Freeze. Again, he's back in SEC football. Be real interesting to see what he does, if he can turn Auburn around sooner than later. And then I'm with you. I got Mississippi State filling up the bottom, but I have them at 5-7. I got them missing the bowl game. They're gonna have a shot, but they're gonna lose to Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl, and it's gonna send them home. That's what I'm looking at.
I got you.
So let me throw up the. I'll throw up the graphic real quick.
Will Rogers, he's a good quarterback, man. He's been around a while. I think if he can stay healthy, they can be 6-6. So
yeah,
it's gonna be close.
I mean, it's gonna be
close.
Yeah, they're going to be competitive. I mean, let me see if I can find where I had it. I mean, they just got a rough stretch. In their first 5 games, they play LSU, Alabama, and at South Carolina. That's tough. And then they go on a bye week. And then the week after bye, they're at Arkansas, at Auburn, Kentucky, at Texas A&M, and
Yep.
then Mississippi at home. That's a gauntlet of a schedule
You know,
right there for a new
I
coach.
think, if I'm not mistaken, they might be when they talk about schedules and the toughest schedule. I think they might have been ahead of us. I think they might have. No, it's Auburn. It's Auburn, Mississippi State, and then Florida is how the SEC is in terms of toughest schedule. So yeah,
I mean,
we got them.
SEC's got a pretty tough schedule all around this year, I feel like, for the most part.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so we can move on to the East.